Can you imagine seeing brilliant bursts of color when you listen to your favorite song? Or maybe when you hear the word Tuesday, you get a distinct taste of the color blue in your mouth. What if every number had its own unique personality? To most of us, these ideas sound like something straight out of a science fiction movie. But for a small portion of the population, it's their everyday reality. This is synesthesia. So, what exactly is it? Synesthesia is a fascinating neurological phenomenon where your senses get a little mixed up. It's when stimulating one of your senses, like hearing, automatically and involuntarily triggers an experience in a completely different sense, like vision or taste. It's not an illusion, a hallucination, or something you can just make up. For people with synesthesia, these experiences are real, consistent, and have been a part of their lives for as long as they can remember. Think of your brain as a massive, incredibly complex city. In most people's brains, the road from your ears to the sound processing center is a direct highway. The road from your eyes to the vision center is another separate highway. But in a synesthete's brain, there are extra little side streets and connecting bridges. So, when a sound travels down its highway, some of that signal spills over onto a bridge and ends up in the vision center, creating a flash of color. This isn't a neurological short circuit or a mistake. It's simply an extra connection, a bit of cross-wiring between different sensory areas. It's not a disease or a disorder, but rather a unique way of perceiving the world. There are over 80 known types of synesthesia, and some are incredibly rare. The most common form is called grapheme color synesthesia. This is when individuals see letters, numbers, or even entire words in specific, consistent colors. For someone with this type, the letter A might always be a brilliant scarlet red. The number 7 might be a calming sky blue, and the word love might appear as a soft glowing pink. And it's not just a casual association. It's an automatic, deep-seated perception. If you showed them an A printed in green ink, they might say it feels wrong or uncomfortable because, in their minds, IA is fundamentally red. Another fascinating type is chromesthesia, or sound color synesthesia. This is what we mentioned at the beginning, hearing sounds and seeing colors. For these individuals, a high-pitched violin note might look like a sharp yellow streak of light, while a deep bass drum beat could be a rolling dark purple cloud. Famous musicians like Billie Eilish, Pharrell Williams, and Lorde have all spoken about having this form of synesthesia and how it influences their creative process. They literally see the music they create, which adds an entirely new dimension to their art. Imagine being able to paint with sound. That's their reality. But it gets even weirder and more wonderful. There's lexical-gustatory synesthesia, where certain words have distinct tastes. Someone might say the word telephone tastes like chocolate pudding or friend tastes like fresh-baked bread. It's an automatic sensory pairing that's been with them their whole life. Then there's ordinal linguistic personification, where ordered sequences like numbers, days of the week, months of the year have their own personalities, genders, and even relationships with each other. For someone with this type, the number 3 might be a mischievous little boy, while 4 is a calm and motherly figure. Tuesday might be a grumpy old man, and Friday could be a fun-loving teenager. It's like their internal world is populated by a cast of characters that the rest of us won't perceive. So, how does someone get synesthesia? It's believed to have a strong genetic component. It often runs in families. So if you have it, chances are one of your relatives might experience it too, even if they've never had a name for it. It's also more common in women than in men, and more frequent among left-handed individuals. Scientists believe that we might all be born with these cross-sensory connections, but as our brains develop and become more specialized, most of us lose them through a process called pruning. In synesthetes, for some reason, these extra connections stick around. Living with synesthesia is, for the most part, a neutral or even positive experience. Many synesthetes report that it enhances their memory. For example, a grapheme color synesthete might have an easier time remembering a phone number because they can recall the specific color pattern of the digits. It can also be a huge source of creativity, providing a unique wellspring of inspiration for artists, musicians, and writers. Imagine a painter who can literally see the colors of a symphony and translate that onto a canvas, or a chef who experiences flavors as shapes and can build a dish based on how the textures and forms feel in their mind. However, it's not always a walk in the park. For some, it can lead to sensory overload. Imagine being in a noisy, crowded room where every sound is not just an auditory input but also an explosion of clashing, unpleasant colors. It can be overwhelming and exhausting. Some synesthetes might also feel isolated, especially if they grew up not knowing that their way of experiencing the world was different. They might have been told they were just making it up or had an overactive imagination, which can be invalidating. But today, with more awareness and research, synesthesia is being recognized for what it is, a normal variation of human experience. It's a testament to the incredible plasticity and diversity of the human brain. Scientists are studying synesthetes to better understand how the brain organizes sensory information and how consciousness itself works. By looking at these unique bridges in the brain, they hope to unlock some of the deepest secrets of our minds. So, do you think you might have synesthesia? You can ask yourself a few questions. Are your experiences automatic and involuntary? Are they consistent over time? For example, has the letter A always been red for you? Are they sensory, meaning you actually perceive the color or taste, rather than just thinking about it? If you're nodding along, you might just be part of the estimated 4% of the population with this remarkable trait. In the end, synesthetes don't see the world wrong. They simply see more than we do. Their reality is richer, more layered, and more interconnected. They experience a kind of sensory symphony that most of us can only try to imagine. It is a beautiful reminder that there isn't just one correct way to perceive reality. The world is a vast and mysterious place, and the human brain's ability to interpret it is even more so. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the colorful world of synesthesia. What did you think? Do any of you watching experience this? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. And if you enjoyed this video and want to explore more fascinating corners of the human experience, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll see you in the next one.